There is a strange thing about hidden love. The more someone tries to hide it, the more their little habits can start giving them away. She may tell you she is fine when she clearly is not. She may pretend she does not care who you are talking to. She may act completely normal when you walk into a room, while secretly watching you when she thinks you are not looking. And sometimes, the biggest clue is not what she says to you. It is what she does when she thinks you are not paying attention. If your girlfriend is trying to hide how deeply she feels about you, these are the little things you should start noticing. Number 10. She remembers things you forgot you ever told her. You casually mention your favorite food once. Weeks later, she remembers it. You tell her about something that happened to you as a child. Months later, she brings it up. You mention that you have an important day coming up. And when the day arrives, she remembers without you reminding her. That is not the kind of thing most people do with everyone when someone is emotionally invested in you. They tend to pay attention to details that other people would simply forget, and sometimes you can actually see the difference. You are talking and she suddenly brings up something you said weeks ago. You might even have to think for a moment. Before realizing what she is talking about, she remembers because she was listening, not just to your words, but to you. And the funny thing is that she may not even realize how much she is revealing. Number 9. She checks on you without making it look like she cares too much. You get home late. A message appears asking if you have arrived. You have a stressful day. Later, she casually asks how things went. You mention that you are not feeling well. A few hours later, she checks again. None of these things seem huge on their own. That is exactly why they are easy to miss. She may not send some dramatic, romantic message. She may simply keep finding little reasons to check on you, and sometimes she will try to make it sound completely casual. But look at the pattern. If she regularly wants to know whether you are okay, whether you got home safely, whether something important worked out, or whether you are feeling better, you are occupying space in her mind, even when you are not around. Number 8. She keeps finding reasons to be close to you. Watch what happens when you are around other people. Does she somehow end up sitting beside you? Does she join something because she knows you will be there? Does she extend conversations that could have ended 5 minutes ago? Does she suddenly have somewhere to go with you even when she could easily do it alone? She may never say that she wants to be around you. Instead, she creates little opportunities to be around you. And sometimes she does not even realize she is doing it. You might notice that when you are in a group, she keeps drifting back toward you. That is the kind of behavior people often overlook, because it does not look romantic, but attraction does not always announce itself. Sometimes it simply keeps moving closer. Number 7. She becomes nervous when things get too personal. This is where things can get interesting. She can talk to you for hours. She can joke with you. She can tease you. She can act completely comfortable around you. But change the conversation to something emotionally serious, and suddenly her behavior changes. She starts playing with her hair. She avoids eye contact. She becomes unusually quiet. She laughs when nothing was really funny. She changes the subject, or she suddenly finds something else to do. Why? Because being emotionally exposed feels different from simply having a conversation. If she is trying to hide how much she cares about you, telling you exactly how she feels can make her feel vulnerable. She may want you to know, but she may also be terrified that you will know, and that conflict can show up in her body before it ever reaches her words. Number 6. She looks at you when she thinks you are not watching. You probably know this. 1. You are talking to somebody else. You turn around, and there she is, looking at you. Then the moment you catch her, she looks away. Maybe she suddenly checks her phone. Maybe she starts talking to somebody else. Maybe she acts like nothing happened. One time could mean absolutely nothing. But what if you keep catching her doing it? That is when it becomes interesting. People naturally pay more attention to people who matter to them, and when someone is trying to hide their feelings, they may control what they say much better than they control where their eyes go. She can tell herself not to stare. Her eyes may not listen. Number 5. She protects you when you are not around. This is one of the signs people rarely see, because you are not always there to witness it. Someone says something unfair about you. She corrects them. Someone misunderstands something you did. She explains your side. You are having a difficult time. Instead of simply telling you everything will be fine, she actually tries to make things easier. Maybe she helps with something small. Maybe she remembers something you need. Maybe she checks whether you have eaten. Maybe she quietly handles something because she knows you already have enough on your plate. Deep care does not always look romantic. Sometimes it looks practical. Sometimes the person who loves you is not making grand gestures. They are simply making your life a little easier whenever they get the chance. Number 4. She pulls away after getting close to you. This one can be confusing. You have a really good conversation. She opens up about something deeply personal. You feel closer than usual. Maybe she even says something that makes you she trusts you more than you thought. Then suddenly, she becomes distant. Her messages change. She seems quieter. She needs space. And you start wondering what happened. Sometimes people become uncomfortable. After showing too much of themselves, they let you see a side they normally keep hidden. Then afterward, they realize just how vulnerable they were and instinctively pull back. It can almost feel like she is saying too much one day and trying to take it back the next. That does not automatically mean she is secretly in love. But if this happens repeatedly after moments of genuine emotional closeness, it can reveal an internal struggle. She wants the connection, but she is afraid of how much the connection means to her. Number 3. She gets jealous and then tries to hide it. This one can be almost impossible to miss once you know what to look for. You are talking to another woman. Suddenly, her mood changes. She becomes quieter. She starts asking questions. Who is she? How do you know her? How long have you known her? But the moment you notice what is happening, she backs off. She says she does not care. She says you can talk to whoever you want. And technically, she may be telling the truth, but her behavior is saying something completely different. Maybe she suddenly becomes more attentive to you. Maybe she starts teasing you about the other woman. Maybe she becomes unusually quiet for the rest of the conversation. Jealousy alone does not prove love, but hidden jealousy combined with genuine care, emotional closeness, and strong attention can reveal that losing your attention bothers her more than she wants you to. No, sometimes the person saying they do not care is working the hardest to convince themselves. Number 2. She notices when something is wrong before you say anything. You do not tell her you are stressed. You do not tell her something happened. You are simply quieter than normal, and she notices. You send shorter messages. She notices. You laugh less. She notices. You are sitting there pretending everything is fine. She looks at you and knows something is different. That happens because she has learned your normal behavior. She knows how you sound when you are excited. She knows how you behave when something is bothering you. She knows when your silence means you are tired and when your silence means something is actually wrong, and that level of attention can be difficult to fake. You can pretend not to care, but you cannot easily pretend not to notice someone you are constantly paying attention to. Number 1. She makes space for you in her life without making a big deal about it. This is probably the easiest sign to overlook because there is nothing dramatic about it. You simply start becoming part of her world. She tells you about things that happened during her day. She remembers what matters to you. She asks what you think. She includes you in plans. She wants to know what is happening in your life. You become someone she naturally turns toward. And she does not necessarily announce any of this. It just happens. That is what makes it powerful. Anyone can send a sweet message. Anyone can act interested for a few days. Anyone can get jealous once. But consistency is different. When someone repeatedly makes room for you, remembers you, checks on you, notices you, protects you, and keeps finding reasons to stay close to you, eventually you have to look at the pattern. Because sometimes love is not hidden in the words someone says. It is hidden in the things they keep doing, especially the things they do when they think you are not paying attention. So if you recognize several of these behaviors in your girlfriend, do not focus on one isolated moment. Look at the pattern, because one sign can mean nothing. But when the same person keeps showing you the same kind of care again and again, that is when those little things start telling a much bigger story.